A Widower's First Year, A Journal of Grief, on the passing of my wife Bette, May 23, 2015, by John Crawford. Wednesday, November 18, 2015, entry number 38, Nowhere Man. John sits on the park bench and sees there is plenty of room. The coffee cup is warm in his hands, and when he needs his hands free, the cup balances well on the wooden bench slab. It is 7 a.m., and he has been here since 5 a.m. He watched the sun rise between the trees and buildings of Central Park, Manhattan. He got it in his head to leave home in Connecticut and drive to New York, which is a couple hours away. It was a trial run. John will do it again on January 29, the day of Bette's birth. John Lennon's memorial, Strawberry Fields, will be the destination, and he will sit opposite the imagined mosaic, as he is doing now. John was Bette's favorite. George was a close second. John will have to buy an iPhone by then, and imagine he is holding a transistor radio in memory of Bette's youth, porch sitting and finding the right station. For today, he brought a small boombox with a CD of Lennon's greatest hits. He also brought the Temptations' greatest hits, with especially My Girl. There is a chill in the air, and Bette would be very cold due to that bloody anemia if she was here. Bette was a lot more spontaneous, and John suspects the trial run is her idea. How easy it is for her to get him to do something by getting inside his head. John sits there with eyes closed and listens to My Girl. He so wanted to get up and dance a little, knowing she'd appreciate that, but shyness got the better of him. Before the song ended, he opened his eyes to see a woman comparable to Bette in height and weight, but not as cute. And she was dancing by herself. There was no prompting on the lady's part, but John knew what Bette was trying to do anyway, and he wanted no part of it. He thought to himself, "How could you, Bette? My grief over you is not to be assuaged by another woman. Nice try." "I have to be honest with you, love. I don't see a way out. I'm not drinking. Alcohol holds no appeal, and to be away from you for a foggy few hours is the last thing I want. I hardly watch TV. I will occasionally borrow from the library a book or a movie, and the themes are serious. I have no interest in comedy. I can't imagine laughing without you. And remember, if I didn't find something as funny as you, you'd be all a chuckle. So forgive me for letting this woman dance by herself." Oh, wait a minute, she's gone anyway. "You know, I don't dare go to the Whitney Art Museum. You and I were so excited about becoming members. I remember one painting that inspired an interesting conversation between us, and it wasn't the painting itself, but the fact that it was on loan from the estate of Frank Sinatra. Something didn't seem right about that, individual ownership, and we agreed. Well, I guess I should be on my way. I decided to let go breakfast on Columbus Avenue. Too much memory. I'm not really hungry anyway. Oh, how we loved New York. We often went into the city for music. I think of that when I'm home, listening. And as music was a very important part of our life, it is now in our separation. It took me a while to get back to our favorites, but I'm there now. And you, my love, are there also. Sitting in your recliner, forsaking the cold, and letting the warm harmonies caress your soul. Love and peace, John.